Good afternoon. How are you this afternoon?
Fine.
Fine?
Yeah.
Very energetic? Sleepy? No, hopefully not. I do agree that it's winter time and you would be allowed to feel sleepy, but I'm sure you're very, very interested what we're going to do today, and that's why I'm sure you're focusing all your attention. Okay?
Yes.
So, maybe you remember last time when I was here, we made a large overview how the different disciplines of communication are fitting together. Do you remember? We were talking about public relations, which is an activity exercised by a company or a non-profit organization with various target audiences, various communication groups, and we have marketing communication, which primarily is addressed through the customer. You remember? And there are different attempts for strategies, how to get in contact with them. Do you remember? There are differences between marketing and the other audiences. Do you remember? Two key words, push and pull. Push because the objectives vis-a-vis the customer is what? The objective for the customer is sales, exactly. And the objective for all the other groups, you remember? Like, who are the other target audiences? Remember, for public relations, who are the public relations dialogue groups? Employees, very good.
Investors,
media,
Government, public authorities, press, universities, and very important, maybe you have overheard it, very important, where does the money comes from? Investors. So these are the dialogue groups, the audiences who we are addressing within the public relations, and there we have a pull strategy, because what do we like to achieve with these people? In marketing, we want to sell our product, our service, and in public relations, we want to get confidence, trust, make me believe. That is exactly the difference. That's why we have a different strategy. Just on the headline, pull, because I want you that you trust me. So
and that you talk good about me.
Yeah, and I must convince you. You must be convinced that I'm telling the truth. That's more or less the differences in this respect. I'm sure you are well prepared for the test afternoon. No, I'm sure you are. Remember what we made last time, just to sum it up. We were working on how to develop a strategy. First of all, we started a little bit with communication theory. In order, we have to, communication only happens when you are understanding me and I'm understanding you. So we need a medium, and in particular we need to have the same stock of symbols and words. Otherwise, if I'm communicating with you with some words which you do not know, there is no communication because you don't understand. So we must have on stock in our brain the same meaning. Once we don't have the same meaning, we cannot communicate. Maybe you remember that these signs which I experienced in Poland last time. That was theory, and then we started how to establish a strategy. We talked about what is a strategy, what do we need for it to develop, Then we're talking about business strategy, communication strategy, what are the key elements of a strategy. And furthermore, we were talking about, if you remember, corporate identity as one of the alternatives for strategies. How to present ourselves, what's the purpose that we are working on our identity, what's the purpose for that? You remember the elements of corporate identity? We have, remember the formula that I was writing down?
Behavior, corporate behavior.
Yes, behavior, communication, and design. And what is the objective to promote this? Why we are working, why we are focusing on that? Why we should put so many weights on this?
Because we want to be different.
We should be, in particular with design, we should be in the position for our dialogue groups that we could be easily identified, recognized, just like this. Yes, that must be that and that. Okay, that was something for what we made last time. And today we have an exercise which is also something new for me, what I'm going to do with you. Some sort of trial. We had on our program today, we have the new communication heaven, question mark or not. What I want to do is to discuss with you what does it mean for you personally, what does it mean for an individual, what does it mean for a community or a group of people, what does it mean for business, politics, all in all society, to use all the incredible tools which are provided now by internet. So it's not a lecture to you, this time it will be a discussion with you, because I would like to learn your experiences. I have talked a lot about with other people, I of course read a lot of books and information on that. And finally I will confront you with some experiences which should be in that quality that you may think a little bit about when using these tools, what the future might be. That will be the first part of this afternoon. Second part, I'd like you a little final test, and that will be for today. Tomorrow we will be working on crisis communication. There always are crises, you never can avoid it, but you should be prepared in the case something awful happened, that you are prepared how to handle it. And afterwards you'll get the feedback on the test of today. And for those of you who were not so totally prepared, okay, we will discuss later on. So that will be the program for this weekend, from my point of view. Any questions on that?
No.
It's okay? Okay, in that case, it's okay for you?
Yeah.
So let's have a break.